Hello, everyone. My name is David, and today I'll be presenting on diversity, equity, inclusion, and social justice in instructional technology. This topic is especially relevant as digital tools become more embedded in education, and we must ensure that their use promotes fairness and accessibility for all learners. To begin, let's set the stage. Instructional technology is not just about tools and platforms, it's also about people, context, and equity. When we talk about integrating technology into learning environments, we must ask who benefits, who might be left behind. That's why understanding DEI&SJ, diversity, equity, inclusion, and social justice, is critical in the design and use of educational technologies. So, what exactly do we mean by DEI and SJ in instructional technology? It refers to the deliberate and systemic design, implementation, and evaluation of digital tools, platforms, and pedagogies that are inclusive of diverse student identities and experiences, equitable in providing access and opportunity, intentional in promoting participation and voice, and grounded in social justice principles that recognize and challenge power imbalances. It's about more than checking boxes. It's a continuous commitment to transforming learning spaces through technology. A key issue in instructional technology is digital equity. Unfortunately, not all students have equal access to technology. Students from low-income families or rural areas often lack high-speed internet or devices, making it difficult to fully participate in online learning. Gandolfi and colleagues, 2021, highlight how these digital divides mirror broader socioeconomic disparities. Without intentional action to provide tools and connectivity, we risk widening existing gaps instead of closing them. So, equitable access isn't just a tech issue, it's a social justice imperative. Another essential component is culturally responsive educational technology design. This means creating tools and content that reflect the cultural backgrounds, languages, and lived experiences of all learners. Too often, digital learning environments are designed with a default learner in mind, which can marginalize those from underrepresented communities. In contrast, a culturally responsive approach values diversity, supports identity development, and promotes belonging, all of which enhance learning outcomes. A powerful framework that supports inclusion is Universal Design for Learning, or UDL. As Dickinson and Gronseth, 2020, explain, UDL helps optimize teaching for all learners by offering multiple means of engagement, multiple means of representation, and multiple means of action and expression. Incorporating UDL principles ensures that our technologies and lessons are flexible, adaptive, and accessible to students with varied needs, abilities, and preferences.
Of course, even the most inclusive tools are only as effective as the people who use them. That's why ongoing training and professional development are critical. Educators and designers need support to develop cultural competence, understand bias in algorithms, and adopt inclusive pedagogy. Real equity in instructional technology requires collaboration. Students, parents, educators, technologists, and community leaders should all have a seat at the table. Engaging stakeholders, especially those from historically marginalized groups, ensures that decisions reflect a diversity of voices and experiences. In conclusion, embedding diversity, equity, inclusion, and social justice into instructional technology isn't optional, it's essential. It requires critical reflection, intentional design, and collective responsibility. When we center equity in our digital learning environments, we create opportunities for every learner to thrive, not just survive. Thank you for your time and attention. I hope this presentation has offered useful insights into how we can build a more just and inclusive future through instructional technology. I'm happy to take any questions or continue the conversation.